Bitcoin is back above $90,000 again. Is this another fake out, or are we going to see prices continue to the upside? Robin and I are going to share our, well, I got two. I don't know how many you got. We're going to get some altcoin plays for myself and Robin today. Gina, roll the intro.
Hola! It's ya boy, Big Rob. I'm back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. We are the home of We Do It Better Than Everyone Else channel. I won't expand on that. Let you figure it out. Watch the whole show, and then you can go watch somebody else's show.
Crypto Stevo said, Batman and Rob. Obviously, you're Rob, I'm Batman. I am the much better, well-known, stronger, got more cool gadgets, you know?
Or you're like Catwoman.
What?
And
Catwoman was pretty hot. Anne Hathaway?
No, there's several Catwomen.
She was my favorite.
No, I don't know. Halle Berry.
Ooh, she was good too. But I don't know. Anne Hathaway, there's something about her, man.
I got to go Halle Berry in her prime, too. We ain't talking about Halle Berry, older Berry. We're talking about...
Thinking both. James, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? We miss you. We miss you. Okay. I would like to start off by gloating, if I may. I was up to no good last night. Well, I was up to some good. Hit a Bitcoin short yesterday. Got in at 89,566. Got out at 89,025. Made a quick 400 bucks, 29%. I'm going to be opening up copy trading. I think I'm going to do like maybe 10 or 20 slots. See how it goes. So just stay tuned. Highly recommend either way you get into Bitunix. There's a link in the description if you want to support the channel. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the price action, Rob? If we take a look, let me pull up a Bitcoin chart real quick. Excuse me. So last night, my entry on Bitcoin on the short was a 2-hour. So I entered in like right here, 89.5. I saw the blood diamond. I saw price close right at the bottom end of this kind of rising channel. And then I was in for the entirety of this move. I damn near sold the bottom, and then everything reversed and went back up. Also, we had this evening star on a classic uptrend from 88.9 up to 89, or we'll call it $90,000. We had a big move up, long-legged doji, dragonfly doji, and then another big red closed candle day. That was my second signal, and then the blood diamond. And so it all kind of working in a confluence with each other. But now we're starting to get some reversal signals here on the Bitcoin 2-hour. I think the 1-hour is showing the same. Yeah, 1 hour is showing the reversal triangle plus the green dot, which is typically kind of like the nail in the coffin. So, Rob, thoughts on price action? We're above 90K. We're almost at 91. What are you thinking?
I'm just really up in the air currently on direction of Bitcoin. We're not clearly above 90,000, right? So we're right there at that mark. 90,000 has been something we've been flirting with for a little time now. If we go back, and I know you were just showing some charts, but you go back, last time we were at 90,000, we were there from January 26th January 7th to the 12th. So we were there for a week. So where I'm getting at here is I don't think that we'll be at 90,000 for long. I think a big move is coming, and we can pull up the weekly candles, and this will give you a very big give you a nice look here. We just have not hung out. Like here's an example, right? Here we had quite some time at back in 2021. You can see that we consolidated at ranges for quite some time. And so we hung out at 20,000 for months, right? And then we hung out at 16,000 for 2 months. Months at 26,000. You know, so here you went from, you know, on weekly candles, you can see that we just really range bound from 27 to 29,000. So essentially right here in this very narrow range for long periods of time. Same thing with 60,000, right? 60,000. This one was the one that, you know, prior to us putting in a new all-time high, we spent almost a whole year at 60,000. And you look at how much time we've spent at 90,000 and it doesn't exist. Like it's really just in the last, you know, couple of, the last few months. And so you can pull up the daily candles. I'll give you a little bit better look on, you know, the recent price action at 90,000, and, you know, 90,000 is the green line here. It's just, we don't hang out there. And so this is it, right? We shot right below it, and then we shot right above it. So big move is coming, man. That's the moral of the story. There's a big move coming. It's not going to hang out here. We're not going to consolidate here. And the big question is, are we going to 100K or are we going down to 80, 70, 60? That's what I'm waiting for. And obviously, you're not going to get out of 90 until you cross 100. So, I mean, the big question here is that are we shoot up, go past $100,000, or are we going to lose this spot and go down to 77,000? That is the big question. If you had to lean one direction or the other. And ultimately, the question is...
What happens first?
No. Well, the question is, are we in a bear market or a bull market? If we're in a bull market, we go back over 100K. If we're in a bear market, we go down to 77, 60,000, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, but that's where I've been certain of the direction of the markets up until kind of this point. And so... I'm sitting with my capital on the sidelines, and I'm like, all right, where am I going to make money today? Or in the short term? What direction is the market going? And so that's where I'm at. And so I know the theme of today's show is we're going to talk about some altcoins, what to buy. And so, you know, you really just got to weigh it out, man, because altcoins are going to get crushed.
You know,
if we go down.
We dipped down to that 88K. We covered the CME gap. You know, I kind of am leaning 100K first. I really am. I think 100K comes. I mean, silver got to $100. Silver.
Yeah, no.
Gold, all-time highs. The Russell and the IWM, the Russell 2000, the IWM, the smaller kind of stock market, what do you call them? Indices or whatever.
Okay.
They're starting to rally. And those ones definitely have a little more confluence with how crypto moves. So those are rallying. Like everything has rallied except Bitcoin and altcoins. So unless you think they're dead, which we don't, or else we wouldn't be doing a show, I do think we see 100K first. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try to scalp some shorts. Obviously, I'm gonna scalp some longs. But I mean, there's eventually going to be a catch-up trade. That's kind of where I stand. Okay, Rob, so you know CZ recently got out of jail, yeah?
Yeah. Well, not recently. Well, yeah, I guess, relatively speaking, yeah.
So if you're around kids, I would plug their ears. This is CZ talking about his first day in prison and how it was. And, well, let's take a listen.
Did you remember the first day?
Yeah, the first day was pretty brutal. So you go in, they strip search you, you strip naked, you show your hands, show your back, the back of your hands, show your ears, open your mouth, show your tongue, lift your balls, flip over, spread your butt cheeks, cough 3 times, that whole thing.
And how did you deal with that emotionally?
I'm not usually...
What kind of follow-up question is that? When they was handling your balls,
How do you...
did you tingle a little bit or did you feel disgusted? Which one is it? Was Sam Bankman-Fried looking you in the eyes as this was going on?
Did P. Diddy bring the baby oil to make it easier? Shout out to CZ. He's back. There's a lot of rumors about Binance coming back into the U.S. markets.
What a terrible question. The dumbest question. You're such a stupid reporter.
What network are you from? The worst. Fake news. Okay, Rob, let's look at the markets and we'll get into our altcoin picks.
Oh, boy. All right. So, okay, altcoins. Let's take a look. Biggest gainer, you got 00. Axie Infinity's now in the top 100. Today's show is to highlight some altcoins. And so I think there's a clear message being sent here. It is the unthinkable is happening. Gina, give me the camera. Give me the camera. Bring it in. Come here. Hi. Hey, how you doing? The unthinkable is happening. The one sector that we thought was absolutely dead. No, not NFTs, because those are dead. That one's not coming back. But gaming. I can't explain it. There is no games out there that are worth playing. But yet, degens will be degens and stupid money will. Anyways, it doesn't matter. People are investing in gaming. Axie Infinity has signaled that gaming is here. Okay, what happened, David, when Zcash started running?
Dash.
Okay.
Privacy.
But what was the first thing that, privacy ran. But did at any point in the first couple weeks, did we say, guys got to go all in on privacy coins? No. We were like, why is Zcash running? It's privacy. Nobody really cares about privacy. When has this been a thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like doesn't make sense. Like, we kept talking about it. Now, there's a real world use case for privacy. You can make the same argument. There's a real world use case for gaming. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you believe in privacy. Doesn't matter if you believe in gaming. Doesn't matter if there's a product. Ain't nobody using Zcash anyways, but people are buying it. It doesn't matter. It's signaling. So, you got to ask yourself, what is the biggest standalone blockchain for gaming?
GALA.
You know that it can't be a real answer.
I know.
Okay. So something that's out here has got to be Axie Infinity. Now, the game itself, the original, not that great. I'll say that. However,
are you
there's
right now?
Perhaps. It's more of a recognition of where we're at, right? Of what's going on. And so
Pawn Stars.
Yeah, they're
Really?
Yeah. Remember we made fun of this the other day?
No, I never saw this.
Oh, yeah, I was with Brennan. I was making fun of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've partnered with Pawn Stars.
The local guys.
Yeah, local Las Vegas. What up, my boy?
Axie, we're here. Come visit us. Thank you.
No, Pawn Stars, come here. We need some gold.
Both come here.
I'm selling all my crypto. I'm buying gold. Another pawn shop has a lot of it. All right, so anyways, what is happening? Okay, so let's take a look. There's more to Axie's token than simply Axie Infinity. And so take a look. What is Axie Infinity? A lot of owners here, 2 million. Anyways, we're not going to go into that. But ecosystem. You got Atia's Legacy, Axie the original, Axie Infinity Homeland, Axie Infinity Classic. Or the classic here. Yeah, I think that's the original. So where I'm getting at, there's actually some stuff here. Now, are people going to play it? At one point, they did.
Have you played it?
I played the original one back in 2021.
Have you tried any of the new ones?
I have not. But when this thing first started running, I was like, went right to the website and like, hey, was there new developments? Hadn't been on there in years. I see that, hey, there's a lot of stuff going there. They didn't just straight put their hands up and say like, hey, we're done making games or we're only making the one game.
Right.
And so, anyways, there's stuff there. I'm not trying to sell you on Axie. I'm just trying to explain to you that Axie is in the top 100. It was outside the top 100. It was at one time a very strong play as far as its market cap. Take a look. This is on just in 1 month. This thing went from 90 cents to $3, bro. We have a clean 3x.
Yeah.
80 cents, man. Clean 3x, okay? Also, and that 3x is, we're on daily candles here. You know, this is, when did we, January 12th, we were under $1.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, it's moving, right? And so we went from 100-something million market cap to 400, almost $500 million. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to stop hyping up Axie, and I just want to tell you that what we saw out of Zcash is very comparable to what we're seeing out of Axie, and there's two ways of playing it. You can go Axie, maybe it keeps running. I don't know if it has enough potential to go from 90 market cap to, say, top 50. Even in that scenario, if you were to go from the bottom here, so currently number 93, if you got to the top 50, you're talking about a 2x, right?
3x.
3x.
You think it can happen? What's Axie's all-time high, by the way?
Okay, that's what I was going to look at, and then I got distracted on this recent price move. Axie was, I think it's $7 previously. Holy dog crap. Yeah, I'm sure the tokenomics are way different now. Has to be. There's no way what market cap size it could have. Anyways, historically, it got to $153. I'm sure that's completely different. You know what? It's got to a market cap of $9.3 billion. Holy dog crap. Now, a little story for those of you that are new to crypto. What really set this thing going? Well, there was a push on gaming at Decentraland, at Sandbox, a couple of things. GALA was doing pretty well. Axie Infinity, people were farming and playing this all day. Particularly
overseas.
Yeah, particularly internationally. In the Philippines was the largest hub there. And so people were playing it, earning Axie Infinity tokens, and then turning around and selling it. Yep. And they were making more money than a traditional hourly job in these lower, lower paying countries. So the Philippines, a decent wage was, a few dollars an hour, whatever it is. And then you were making more money per hour playing Axie Infinity for a small time window. And so we saw an explosion of users. So people were playing, they were making money. There were like little kids making tens of thousands of dollars. And in turn, there was a lot of attention to Axie Infinity internationally. That's what happened. $9 billion market cap, huh?
Yeah.
Holy dog crap. Put that in perspective.
That's like almost where Cardano is.
That's where Monero is currently at number 12. I would be shocked to see it get there. Now, 1.5 billion? Sure. I think it's possible. So yeah.
So what's the play here, bro?
So you got two directions you can go, right? You can either go Axie Infinity, or you can go gaming in something that hasn't rallied, right? And I did the same thing. Like, I took a position on Zcash. Then once it started ripping, I sold it $200. I didn't think it was going to keep going quite as heavy as it did. I sold it like $220, and then I rotated into Dash, which it did very well. So do you do Dash or Zcash? Do you go down the privacy sector and pick some other stuff? So same question here. Do you do Axie Infinity? Do you do other gaming projects?
So what's your strategy?
I don't know yet. I know you guys are coming here for answers, and I will say I don't know what I'm doing with Axie Infinity. I'll put it that way, but I do know that one project I've talked about that I am very interested is Guns Token. This one is part.
You're still bullish on this, Rob?
Yeah, you got to say what has more users, more natural users playing the game. Is it guns? Is it off the grid, or is it Axie Infinity?
I think it's Axie.
I think it's guns, dude.
I'm pretty sure it's Axie. I could be wrong.
I mean, I think it's off the grid. Also,
Whatever happened to that game? I don't hear anything about it anymore.
I mean, it's got players on there.
When's the last time you played it?
I played it when we first
That's what
downloaded
I'm
it.
saying. Like,
But I haven't I also haven't played anything. It's not like I'm sitting here playing 5 other games and I'm like, this one sucks. The game was pretty good, man. I mean, I'm pretty into first person shooters. It works pretty well. It's a good game. Just it's not as big as some of the other studios. Anyways, gun is not the it's a token for an ecosystem. So eventually there's going to be other games, but that's we're not worried about that. But off the grid, the game itself is it's pretty good, man.
I tried to get into it. I got stuck on a level, and I just quit. Yeah. I'm also not a big gamer. I do play Fortnite with my kids sometimes, though, and FIFA. Me and my kid, we play 2v2 FIFA. We're on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
We play Legendary. We'll win 1 out of every 10 games. Not bad.
Yeah, so
Thank you, Gina. Appreciate it.
That was a Fortnite sound. You didn't
Was
get
it
it?
really?
Yeah.
Let me hear it one more
I
time.
had to.
Let me hear it one more time.
It's when you drink your water.
I thought it was a jetpack.
I've just never used it, but now that I know you play Fortnite, nice.
Rob, Ricky Romero said, I ain't touching plays that I've already rallied. F that. At what point is it too late to get into a corn that's already
I would say this, like, it's going to be hard for you to get something that that is new on the block. I mean, I'm not saying they're not here. I'm just saying this is going to be hard. What was the Binance one that rallied recently? Aster's new, kind of came out of nowhere.
MYX,
Yeah, I mean, there's a few.
OpenAI, or Opera Chain or some shit.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough to catch those, man.
But
I think the rally of Zcash really told you what you were going to see this bull market.
which
Was that it was going to be projects that isn't heavily leveraged by retail with the expectation that it's going to surpass previous all-time highs. I think Cardano's going to disappoint you. I think that Avalanche is absolutely disappointing, especially in an environment where gaming is rallying, and that's one of their strongest backbones.
Is there zero upside for you with Avalanche, Rob? Like, is it worth any sort of...
I would say that the only thing it's worth right now is a potential trade setup, leverage.
Okay, that's not it.
I would not buy this thing and hold it. It just has yet to do anything as far as rally and sustain. All of its rallies have been given up quickly, which is, to my point, is probably a good trading opportunity. I did used to trade the crap out of Avalanche. I haven't done it in a while. It's outside the top 20. This was at one point inside the top 10. And $5 billion market cap. I mean, it's in steady free fall, man. Any of the gains made here are always just quickly given up. And so, I don't know. I'm a little apprehensive about getting in on Avalanche as far as a hold.
What about Chainlink, Rob?
until
What about
I see a
Chainlink?
narrative shift.
What about Chainlink?
Chainlink?
I can argue it's performed worse than Avalanche, and I'm one of the biggest Chainlink bulls.
I like Chainlink because you see that it's in the headlines constantly, and I think that's bullish.
Can we argue that about Avalanche too, Rob?
No.
To some degree, not the same. But,
it's in the ETF headline, and that's it.
well, they had some stuff.
No, that's my point.
All right.
At least relatively speaking, when Avalanche was doing well, it had a very strong presence in gaming. It had a lot of RWA narrative. It had a lot of stablecoin narrative. You know, the ERC20 compatible. You know what I mean? Like there was, it checked all the boxes, and it was getting headlines. And now I don't hear much about Avalanche anymore. The one that I am pretty bullish on, the surprising altcoin here is maybe the one that I secretly gave away here. Just gonna. Tron. Why Tron? Let me tell you. What has been the thing that we've talked about ad nauseum, David, for what's going to rally this year? Give me one. Hear me out. What has been the one thing that we talked about this year is going to be huge?
Start with a P. Payments.
Sure, payments. Okay, but what's behind the payments?
Infrastructure.
Stable coins, man.
Oh.
We've always talked about stable coins. Banks are going to get stable coins, stablecoin regulation, stable coins. Like it's an obvious sector. I
You're
will
wrong.
say that stable coins are going to be the bread and butter of this year's rally.
I agree. You want to know which a better play on stablecoins? Pull up my computer. Mark it, book it right now, bro. I'll take Polygon over Tron any day. Right now.
You're going to
Yep.
to give me the weird
Yep.
the weird emotional faces over Tron, and your comeback is Polygon.
It's cinema, bro. Listen, Polygon is flying under the radar. I think our friend Crypto Stevo, you posted something about Polygon on X. I was already on to these people, the Polygon people. Look at this. They're acquiring CoinMe and Sequence to move all money on chain, regulating money movement in 48 states. Fiat on and off ramps, 50,000 fiat to crypto locations. Okay. Polymarket is on Polygon, one of the largest companies ever to launch an IPO. Polymarket year to date, usage up, supply down, deflation. Look at all these numbers. Look at this, Rob. Who has led the inflows, Rob? Last 3 months.
Let me ask
Rob, please, wait. I'm making my case. Slowly, but surely. Polymarket, bro. Don't sleep on Polymarket. It's a great buy right now. Thank you. Okay, what were you going to say? Go ahead, bro. Lay it on me.
Let me ask you something.
Ask me.
What are going to be the strongest chains for moving stable coins? Networks.
Layer 1,
Mm-hmm.
Ethereum,
Okay.
Solana,
Okay.
Polygon, Tron.
Okay.
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 Also,
What was it? You know what's interesting? Why'd you start with Ethereum?
what do you mean?
Why'd you start with Ethereum?
Because it's number one.
It's number one.
What's
Now,
the point?
what is
what is the point of that, though?
because if you have an option, to use Polygon or Ethereum, why would you use Why would you
Cheaper, faster. Your
ETH
founder.
gas fees have fallen. Read this. ETH gas fees have fallen below a penny, as also network activity is hitting an all-time high. Near zero cost. So why the fuck would you take all of the security compromises, the company that's been
It's not a compromise. They got zero knowledge.
ETH is miles ahead
Rob,
on paper
from an investment standpoint.
for them being a stronger stable coin play from a security standpoint.
What has more upside from today's prices? ETH or
ETH.
Polygon? Ow, that hurts.
And if it's off of the smaller market cap, then you can say, well, Avalanche has got a smaller market cap than
But
ETH.
they're not.
And I say the same thing about Polygon. Okay, at least this. You're competing against ETH, right? And Polygon is simply a cheaper version of the ETH version. And my whole point is that ETH not only is under a penny on gas fees, but also they're at historical transaction activity or network activity. So the idea that the network is so congested, then the gas fees are going high. If you were to say, hey, well, the gas fees are under a penny, you'd be like, well, that's because nobody's using it. Wrong.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Wrong.
Fine. Fine.
And at least Tron has cornered the market in with Asian markets. And there has been a large progression into regulation from China to incorporate crypto. Now, they might not accept it as an investment, but as an infrastructure to move money around more efficiently than the current system, especially if the current system is off the back of the U.S. and the SWIFT system and the dollars and all of this. And if you're beefing with the U.S. and you don't want to use their monetary system, what else are you going to use?
Polygon. Listen to this. Gina, roll the intro. Thank you. I mean, not roll the tape.
That's when you start getting to the interesting thing of now developed countries start saying, you know what? It's actually easier for me to just plug in Polygon under the hood. And when somebody hits pay, I'm just paying on Polygon. And now suddenly you have developed world that is adopting stablecoins. And that's when you literally just have a set of networks that are interoperating, ideally very smoothly, that are doing all the world's payments in a cross-border way and capturing the value that currently exists. That's when you start getting to the interesting thing of now developed countries.
Let me ask
That
you.
seals the deal right there, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Do you think it's satire that Donald Trump keeps referring to, we need to get our crypto regulation going because if we don't adopt crypto, China will?
Yes.
You think?
Oh, no, it's not satire.
Okay. I mean, what is? Don't worry about it. This is nothing. What is the strongest Asian crypto? I mean, it has to be Tron, and they're so far ahead of everybody in stable coins internationally, at least on the Chinese markets, than anyone else.
I believe Polygon is very popular in Korea. I'm just looking some numbers up. Asia, fastest growing region. You know what? I'm just gonna see some real quick. Let's go DeFi Llama. Let's go Polygon.
While you pull that up,
Go ahead.
I want to take an intermission.
You're good.
I want to announce to you that there's a new release coming out. No, it's not your favorite crypto. No, it's not a new gaming NFT chain. And no, it's not some NFT drop, or it's not a promo code from us either. This is a revolutionary. It's Crocs in the form of Legos for a low, cheap price of $150. If this doesn't get you excited, I don't know what does. I mean, look at these things, man. Look at these big old stompers. Yeah, oh, shoot. 15% off. I'm already on the wait list for this, too, by the way.
Yeah. You would wear those in public?
Hell yeah. I'm going to wear those at a studio, public, conventions, dates, my kid's graduation.
Studio.
You telling me you wouldn't rock these?
Zero chance.
And also, it would match very well with my Tron hoodie.
You know, I'm curious. I'm going to do a poll. We haven't done a poll in a while. Let's start a poll. Higher upside from today's prices. Tron. Polygon. Actually, I'm going to do better investment for stablecoin / payments.
You already know you're going to lose that one.
What is that?
Kitty.
Guys, vote. Please vote. Vote for me. I'm running for a governor. Okay. So you got Tron and Axie. Those are kind of your two.
Okay. For my top 3 stablecoin plays.
Oh no, just your top 3.
I mean, top 3 altcoin plays.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you're gonna think I'm joking. I'm genuinely not.
At this point, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I will. I don't think you're joking at this point.
Okay, cool. All right, so, okay, my 3, I would have to go with Tron.
Okay.
If I got to go with a higher risk play to give me guns, and then the third one,
It's a meme, isn't it?
no, it's
BNB.
it's Tether.
What?
Yeah, that's why I said I hope you don't think I'm joking, but I am just uncertain. I started the show that we were at 90K. I'm just unsure in the direction of the markets, and so
Tether's not an altcoin.
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's a coin. So where I'm getting at is that I'm unsure of what direction the markets are going. If you the start of this show, if you rewind or you're joining us late. Start of the show, I said that we're 90,000. I don't know what direction the markets are going to go. And I'll just tell you one thing that I know for sure, 100%, absolutely certain. If Bitcoin goes down to 60,000, your number one play is Tether. Am I wrong?
Maybe.
You're telling me if Bitcoin went to 60,000, what would be a better investment than Tether at this point?
Circle.
It doesn't matter if it's Tether, Circle, if I can, yeah. That's where my head is, right?
Okay.
I think that if the markets rally, I think that gaming is signaling that we're going to have some movement there. Is Axie Infinity worth pulling the trigger? Perhaps. I don't know if right now is the best time, but I said this too many damn times. Last bull market or last time Zcash started to run, or when it started running, and I kept saying, well, I don't know if it's a good time to buy now. I don't know. I mean, this is a 1-year chart, man. I don't know, man. But look at the 1 month from 80 cents.
From how many?
From 80 cents.
I thought I said 3 cents. I was like, damn.
Yeah, from 80 cents, man.
Okay. Well, let me.
Yeah, but I feel very strong about Tron. I'm.
Let me give you mine.
Book market.
I got 2.
January 21st. Tron. Mark it down. Thank you.
I got 2 for you guys. Okay. The first one is hello, Sire. Sire, guys, this thing is taking a beating. I have taken a beating on social media. Are you still talking about that garbage? Nice play on Sire. Well, first of all, we are still in the profit because we got in at sub 1 million market cap, and it's sitting at a market cap of 4 million. So we're still a 4x, more than a 4x. But I think Sire is about to go on a big run. Take a look at some of the numbers and stats. This is posted by Max. And what I love about these guys, they are very transparent. If something is not working, if they have a bad month, if they have a bad week, they will come out and say it. But they'll also give the solution to how they're going to fix it. Okay? Max from Score. December was brutal. Bankroll doubled from 500K to $1 million. Drawdowns hit. Variance did his thing. However, we're only 14 days into January, and Sire has already done almost 70% of December's total volume, 8.8% return of around $37,000, 2-to-1 odds, which is phenomenal. 20% more lines than the whole of last month, 318 versus 266. Same engine, more shots, variance is starting to flip. Believe in something, okay? Then you have this as well. Their AVAL monthly volume reaches all-time high. January has already reached an all-time high in both monthly volume and execution lines with over a week of trading still to go. This momentum is a direct result of the model's recent strategic refinement, which has increased our capacity to identify and capture market inefficiencies. Since our full month of trading in November, AVAL has seen a 30% increase in average daily volume. November, 30K a day. January, 40K a day. Okay? As we outlined in recent posts, part of the model's refinement is to scale execution through line diversification. increasing the number of statistically independent EV positive positions rather than sizing up individual bets. Okay. Volume all-time high, lines at all-time high, P&L is recovering. Okay. And then they just partnered with Polymarket. Pretty big deal. They're part of the Polymarket Builders program, working hand in hand with their team. Okay. So that's my number one. Number two, Canton Network. Guys, this is the biggest RWA plays. What the fuck? This is the biggest RWA play. I like this more than Ondo. Personally, it's Canton Network, sitting at a market cap of $5.6 billion, just under 15 cents. This is their website. $1.4 million in daily fees. Okay? It's all about numbers. Not what we're going to do, what we're doing. Not the users are coming, the users are here. 37 billion supplies, 693 validators, okay? You go down here, you look at their ecosystem. I was on one of the pages, right here. Just go to their website. Let me drop this in here. And why don't you guys go look for yourselves, okay? Just scrolling by, just the first one. Arrington Capital, okay? Banco Santander, one of the biggest banks in Europe. Bank of China, interesting. Bank of America, okay. Bitcoin Suisse, and then a bunch of other ones, okay. You also have some numbers here. 6 trillion plus on chain, 4 trillion a month in repos, 300 billion in daily repos, 600 validators, 30 super validators. And then you have this, take a listen. This is Eric, who works, I believe, for a founder of Ken, co-founder of Canton. Take a listen.
I think we've fallen in love as an industry with this false narrative that crypto is peer-to-peer. And there was a time when that was true, way back in the day when I was kicking around this thing, using Bitcoin Core, this was a, primarily peer-to-peer ecosystem. But today, things are heavily facilitated by my wallet or my custodian or my exchange that I'm accessing these networks through. And really, they look a lot more like B2B2C markets. And I think it's a misconception to believe that ETH has the users. I think it makes more sense that it's Yellow Card has these users or AAVE has these users, and they are facilitating access to these networks, and that they are helping design these experiences and solving problems for them. And that's where there's really user connectivity and loyalty. So for us, the motion is just make capital markets a lot more efficient, a lot more accessible, a lot more fluid, work the way that they should. Let the Yellow Cards of the world figure out how to express that in the regions where they're solving specific problems. And together you have a better joint solution.
Interesting. So he's saying it's not peer-to-peer, it's not B2B, it's B2B2C, business to consumer. Also, we had a comment from Matoshi. Said one of your hosts is a girl, has an Arabic tattoo, and is she an Arab? She's not. Actually, I don't know. Is she? I don't think so.
I don't know. Did
is she single?
Did we do a cultural background check on Ashley?
We did not. But I can tell you, I am not sure if she's single. I don't know. You have to ask her when she comes back on the show, which I don't know when that is. That's all I got, man. I got Polygon. I got Sire. I got Ken. Rob has his 2. He was supposed to do 3. Tether doesn't count. But all jokes aside, oh shit, Bitcoin's under 90K and dropping. Oh shit. Nice Bitcoin. Hell yeah, bro. That lasted all but 2 minutes. Some of you can relate. Guys, we were at 91.1 at 9:36 a.m. Pacific time. Less than 2 hours ago. Now we're below 90K again. Maybe Rob is right. Maybe Tether is the move. Yeah, but anyways, you got anything else, bro? I'm done.
Nah, that's it, bro.
Roll the outro. Thank you all. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Excellent videos out on the channel. Go watch that. You'll have an XRP and an ICP video coming out over the weekend. Until Monday.
Sin City, crypto. Everybody know what we here for. Entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in. For big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I spit the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OG OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy a dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors they gonna teach us. Mean coins, they polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin, and sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado